Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode here on the Cosmic multiplayer server. Now in the last episode I said that we were going to leave the base in search of ice and bells. So I'm just down here in the storeroom where we're going to be able to get some of our tools and then we're going to head out to a spot where I believe we can get some ice, but it's a highly dangerous spot. So let's gather up our equipment. And one of these is a silk touch. Yep, so we'll need that for the ice. And let's hop on up to the nether portal. We get out on this floor here. And just behind our portal there's a passageway. Now it's quite a long passageway, so we'll just skip to the end. Now typically when I put this here, it unfortunately formed the portal underground. But we're going to have to be very careful when we exit here. I'm not even sure if it's day or night time on the surface. But if you hear that noise there, once we break this, we're going to have to run. Run away. So yeah, this portal is a dangerous spot because it brings us right out at one of the pillager outposts. Now, did I make a second stairwell? Yes, I did. Might be able to get out here whilst they're distracted. And this little patch here, we are going to build a... Oh, no, they're coming here as well. In this little patch here, we are also going to build a raid farm soon. But I just need to get the tools to be able to take out these guys. Oh, run away. Okay everyone, this has not gone quite according to plan. We're on the run. They're still chasing us though. See if we can hop up here out of the way. They're not giving up, are they? He's still chasing us. Right, let's see if we can get into the forest. There we go. I think we lost him. But regardless, here is hopefully our ice supply. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to silk touch all this up. Because this will be half of today's mission if we can get some ice. And next up, just keep looking back in that direction though. Next up we also need to see if we can spot a village where we can get a bell from for our front door. See how much ice is that? Almost a stack. That's not actually quite bad for that small spot. Let's just gather up these last couple of bits. Of course, I'm wondering with our base being in the mountains, we may actually be able to build like a little mini ice generator there perhaps. See, almost a stack. There we go, one stack. That should do us for now there. But you'll see there over in the distance, if I zoom in, there is the tower. And I'm hoping to build a raid farm underneath it, or well, on it. But we have to take down that tower to do it. Let's see, are those guys... He's still hunting for us. So I tell you what, we're going to go this way and see if we can come across a village anywhere. So just walking through this massive biome. I love these biomes with all the snow in. I think that's probably why in this series I chose to build our base up in the icy mountains. I still haven't come across a village anywhere. I've been walking for maybe about 10 minutes. I think maybe it's best to scaffold up maybe somewhere to see if we can spot something in the distance. Yep, I've been noticing this levitating snow quite a lot. It must be just a little glitch in the world generation. But this biome just seems to be going on forever. It just seems to be the south of our base is just obviously all snowy land once you get past that little desert. But I mean, just looking out there, I mean, how far does this actually stretch? Let's pillar up and see what we can get there. So here we go, from above. You can see this is all the chunks that have rendered in from where we've been walking for the past 10 or more minutes. And it's still all snowy trees. It is a lovely, lovely spot this. I mean, this is the sort of place I would go if it was a real place for a walk. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's gather up the scaffolding. Okay, everyone, we've now exited the forest, and it looks like there is a small icy village up ahead. Either that or it's somebody's base. Let's go and have a little look and see what we have in this village. No, it's definitely a village. I can see villagers wandering around. So if we're really lucky, they might have a bell. And of course, while we're here, we will of course see if there is anything else that we can borrow from these good townsfolk. There we go, we'll grab all that. Haven't seen very much in the way of the igloo houses myself. In our survival world on Bedrock, I don't actually think I've passed one at all. Oop. Let's see, what else have we got in here? Is that another one over there? I'm still not seeing the bell, so it's possibly that maybe this village has already been raided for one. Ooh, 3 more emeralds to add to our collection, and that is also the last building in this village, and I'm not finding a bell anywhere. So unless somebody's already taken it, I would have thought it would have... Oh, hang on, no, it's underneath there. I've walked straight past the thing. So this has actually been quite a successful and short mission, thankfully. Let's just swipe that, and that'll go nicely on our front door. So I think whilst we're out this direction, because we are quite a long ways away, let's have a little wander over these icy plains and just see if there is anything interesting in this area before I go on the very, very perilous journey back to base, because I'm going to have to fight our way past the that raid lot. Or alternatively, actually, did I bring... Yes, I brought a boat with me. It might be easier maybe just to go directly north from here and sail across the ocean to get back to base rather than go through the Nether. It'll probably take me about half an hour, but it might be safer. But anyway, let's have a little bit of explore over here and see if there is any end to these beautiful icy biomes. So here we are. This is another beautiful looking spot, and we're just a little ways away from that village, and we've come across another village. So let's have a little rummage in here, and we might as well see if they've got another bell since we've come all out this way. This one's really nicely been generated here, and it looks like quite a huge village as well. And there's the bell I can see there in the distance. So let's just nab that. Yep, nothing to see here. Right, so I suppose let's go and have a look at some of these. So these ones, they're not the ice house, these are snow houses. These are little igloo sort of style. Let's take a look, and... Nope, no chests in there. I wish I knew what those ominous noises meant, because I certainly don't get that in our solo survival series. Okay everyone, we've had a good rummage through this little village here, and we've managed to pick up a few more odds and ends, a few more emeralds. I've also nicked their brewing stand because I don't actually have one back at the base. We'll actually have to get hold of a little bit of nether wart as well, because we haven't been able to find a fortress in the Nether that has some. And now of course nighttime has fallen, and of course on this server, because nobody can sleep, we have now to face the phantoms. So I'll tell you what, let's hop in our boat and see if we can outrun them and continue along the coast of this frozen biome to see if we can see anything else. We still have not. I'm trying to think how long have we actually been recording now, for 35 minutes, and there has not been an end to this the snow. Possibly this could be the edge of one here, because the snow is only on half of that tree. But let's keep going and see if we can get an end to these icy biomes. So we have left the snowy biomes, and now we are on a almost unending ocean, it would appear. I'm not quite sure how far this goes on for, but we have had some success though on today's episode. As I said, we have some ice and we've got our bells, a lot quicker than what I thought we were actually going to get them. But here we have land is now just starting to render in, and it's quite tall mountainous biomes. Oh, and look, there's a surprise, there's some more snow. This is actually really a nice biome as well. I'm not quite sure how we're going to get up there, but I think what we'll do is we will end for today here in relative safety. We are still at night, so expecting loads of phantoms. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to rate, comment, favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.